Hey up, from Row Racing DP here, mainly known as Dave. Now for today's live stream, I'm going to do a 40 lap race around Monaco in the Caterham 7 Classic with tyre wear on, fuel usage on, keeping the damage off though because the AI cars can ruin everything. I don't want to get to lap 39 and then get written off by an AI car. Okay, so it's going to be a 40 lap race. I'm going to start from the back of the grid. I've got 31 opponents. Now there is a 15-minute warm-up session, but I'm not going to do all of that. And this live stream is only going to be hopefully no more than 2 hours long. Depends on whether I've calculated the time right. So I shall quickly set my alarm. Now the reason for not doing it longer than 2 hours, ideally, is so that it doesn't mess Twitch up. But I did do a live stream yesterday which I was hoping to do under 2 hours, and it went to 2 hours 2 minutes, but hopefully I've been able to split that into 2 hour long clips, and it's trying to upload to YouTube as we speak. I won't know until later if it fails or not. Okay, so let's go. Now I have previously done setup on this car, so the car should be set up. I mean, one thing I haven't done on it though is long stints on the tyres. Excuse me, so I don't know how high the tyre temperatures will get, or whether they'll just keep going and going and going. I also don't know how long they'll last. There isn't really a tyre wear indicator on this unless the update that was done today, yes there has been one, whether that update today has added it. I was told that they were planning on adding a tyre wear indicator, so if they have, fantastic. If not, it's simply going to be down to feel or to see whether the tyres just peak in temperature. I also don't know how quick the tyres, the fuel load is going to wear down, but I'm going to put 36 litres of fuel in to start off with anyway, because when you don't know, it's worth doing that. And what I'm going to quickly do as well is I'm going to grab my mobile phone and I'm going to take a photo of my tyre pressures, because I'm going to try and preset my pit stops. So I want the tyre pressures of those tyres already set. Now I did read that on the last update they had sorted it out so that in your pit strategy okay, so it's in here. In your pit strategy, it will match the tyre pressures to the tyre pressures that you've currently got on your car. Fuel fill 36 litres. Yes, I'm going to leave it as that. Now, click on save. It's renamed it the Caterham Classic 7. Press triangle, and now when it comes to doing the pit stops, it should do all that automatically. It'll put the same pressure tyres on and the maximum amount of fuel. Hopefully the tyres will last as long as the fuel does. Okay, let's get out on track, have a little bit of a warm up. Excuse me. See if we can. We should have been holding onto my wheel then, I wasn't ready. See if we can get some kind of idea as to how much fuel it's going to use a lap. Now the way I've actually got the gears set up on this car, I shouldn't need second gear or first, just third, fourth and fifth. Whether it'll be quicker than the AI or not, I don't know. It's not a good start, Dave. Come on, get off that wall. Now these Caterhams, they are quite slow, but having 31 of them on the grid around Monaco could get quite interesting. Let him past. He's obviously got his tyres warmed up already. It does take a while to get the tyres warmed up around here. And for me, I mean, this race, I'm just doing it for fun. I'm not doing it to actually try and win the race or anything like that. Just want to try and have some fun in these Caterhams. A few of them sneaking past me though. He's gonna hit the wall. And it's situations like that as to why I've not got the damage on. Oh, got a little bit too sideways there. It's worth trying that particular overtake while we're in the warm-up though, because given the opportunity, it is a move I will be trying in the race. How we're doing for speed up the hill. We've only used about 0.7 of a litre for that out lap. So 36 litres may actually get us to the end of the race. And this is where it'd be handy to know how long the tyres may or may not last, because if I knew that the tyres only lasted say 10 laps, then I could just fuel it for those 10 laps. But if the tyres will last all the way to the end, then the AI's pit would gain on them there. It looks like I may struggle to outspeed them down the straights. I was hoping that the shorter gear ratio would give us potentially better acceleration. Well, I say for this race I'm just going to try and have a bit of fun with it really. It's not about winning the race, it's just about having fun. I'll put it on a long race so that we can just go and do a long race basically. I wasn't actually looking at the road then, I was looking at my speed. So I want to just see what speed I'm doing in two places and then see whether having the slightly longer gear ratio actually helps me more. Now this is quite a fun car to get sideways, although sideways isn't really the fastest way. Okay, so what speed am I getting down here? Oh, okay, so even hitting the wall a bit over 95. I think that is faster than if I don't use fifth gear. Let's just quickly go and find out, and then we'll get on with the race. In this session at the moment, it is only a warm-up session, because like I say, I'm going to start the race from the back of the grid anyway. We've got a car coming up behind us. Oh, you sneaky sod. Now, there is a good chance that the AIs will be fairly aggressive in this race when we get it going. Ooh, a little too sideways, and I couldn't do anything once he'd clipped the wall. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's cause a car park, shall we? We're going to get hit again. But what was interesting there, though, was just using the fourth gear. On that occasion, I got up to about 90 into the tunnel, but obviously we had a slow run towards it. Go on, go past you if I'm not interested in racing you in the warm-up session. I just want to see my gears. Oh, he's slow in there. Now, one thing with altering the gears, the car will handle differently under braking and downshifting. I've got a feeling that this race is going to end up being a proper bumper cars event. Only just hitting 80 up there, whereas I've got 80, about 84 last on the longer gears. Okay, so do we get above 90, and if yes, what do we get up to? Oh, big kick under. Okay, I'm going to go with this gear ratio then. Oh no, I do not want to edit the pit strategy. That's the one that needs to be active. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go with this 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 gear ratio, and we're going to go and do the race. Now, like I say, I have no idea how we are going to get on with it. And let's just have a look at what the ooh, see, okay, so in warm-up the top times are 204.977. Now, I do know that with this car, in free practice anyway, with a full tank of fuel, can do 203s. So there is the possibility of being the fastest car on the grid, but we'll have to see how the race goes. So here we go. Not the best of starts, but I'm not too worried about that, because when we get to turn 1, you know there's going to be carnage. And there is. Try and stay on the track a bit. Well, there's about 30 places made up. Okay, so we're going 3 wide then, up the hill. Got lucky there. God, go, go, go. One thing I'm going to have to be careful of is them slowing down a lot in the corners, because if they do, if I have to do a double tap on the brakes, it will tend to like spinning the car out a bit. Ooh, tried the undercut with too much power in a car that's hardly got any. Come on, get away from the wall, come on. See, there's what I'm on about, having to do another dab of the brake. And the car doesn't like it. Come on, you don't need to dip the brakes in there, young man. Now if we're going to go for a move heading down into the chicane, we're going to have to be careful because he's going to come across and there is a big chance of locking up into this chicane. Oh, 2 of them took to the escape road, that'll do. Oh come on Dave, stay away from that wall. I will admit I prefer how the car handles on the shorter gear ratio. Using 3rd as your lowest gear instead of 2nd does just make the car a lot more stable. I think really I probably should have left it that way. Let's see if we can settle down into some good laps. God, it's so slow through there. If I actually get a chance to approach that corner without an AI car ahead of me, you'll see how quick it can be taken. And the problem is with them going as slow as they are, if I go too hard on the brakes it will just spin out. The thing is, it's not easy to just go, oh well, I'll just take it easy, cruise behind them, because they're doing it in acceleration zones instead of braking for a corner and going around the corner.
Yellow flags, repeat, yellow flags.
They'll brake for a corner, get into the corner and slow down.
Yellow flag, there's a crash nearby, be careful.
Mad Scouse, how are you this evening?
You're getting really close. He definitely knows you're there. Try and force him into a mistake and you'll get past him.
I said I'd be going for that move in the race.
Sweet move.
Oh, that's first, I don't want first.
Okay, let's try and stabilise these lap times now and keep focused.
There's my current fastest lap being a 207.5, so nowhere near the potential fastest, but I have had traffic on just about every lap. And there you go, there's a slightly sideways faster way than
big push now. Let's fight
the
our way
AI even
past. You can
taking
do
that
it.
corner. Come on, off the wall. Locked up. Take it slow, see if we get away with the penalty. We do. It's going to be warm. Nope, managed to avoid it. Well, like I said at the start, one of the things I'm going to be careful of is tyre wear, because there is no real sort of tyre wear indicator.
You're currently setting the fastest lap of the race. Keep it up.
And I am sliding the car around quite a bit. Well, we'll see how we get on. We get to the point where it feels like it's just sliding more than it should be. We know we may have to change.
It looks like your best opportunity to overtake is braking for the slow corner. Try and keep it clean and tidy.
A little more sideways than I wanted there. Well, he's not happy with his car through the tunnel. Oh, I cannot believe you just tried going up the
Okay,
inside
we've got a
there.
warning from the race director for cutting the track. Need to respect the track limits, keep it on the island.
Considering that he just wimped out through the tunnel, braking where you don't need to brake, he was cleanly overtaken. I've covered the inside and he chucks it up there anyway. That was poor driving on his part there. Which side you going?
Good job, that's P3, keep it up.
Oh, he's braked a lot there, and that's what I'm on about with having to do a double press on the brakes. Just instantly sent the rear end going. So whatever the update today was, it definitely wasn't about getting them to not brake through the corners. Okay, you dip your brake like the last guy, I'll drive past. You are not coming up the inside. Or the outside.
Yellow flags
Oh,
ahead.
he is.
Repeat, yellow flags.
Serves you right. Oh dear. Oh crap. The thing is, for how far back he was, you can't go chucking it into an overtake from as far back as they are doing. They really shouldn't be. It serves him right for getting stitched up on that one. Oh, I mean, okay, you could say I covered him off on the well, I definitely defended the inside. I didn't look to see whether he was on the right of me, so you could say I should have given him a bit more room.
Dig deep and try and punch out some consistent times now.
Considering where I was, if he was off the track on the right of me, he should have been getting a penalty. Not going for the overtake, shoving me towards the wall, which then bounces into the wall. Okay, I'm going to go really slow here and let's see how slow he does. I mean, this is really slow and I still had to slow down. Bloody hell, I mean, it's not like they're going... Come on, go past. It's not like they're going a little bit slower. They are going a lot slower. Now, okay, I have got set up on the car. Whoa! So that is going to make a difference, but still, I mean... Without the setup on the car, you can still go just as quick through those corners as I was doing. It just takes a hell of a lot longer excuse me, to get your tyres warmed up. But anyway.
You're into first place. Well done.
Oh, come on, Dave.
Yellow flag. There's a crash nearby. Be careful. Yellow flag. The car obstructing the track. Try not to hit it.
There's a car obstructing the track. I actually think he's down the service road. Well, hopefully now that we haven't got any cars near us, we can have a bit of fun.
leading by 1 second. Try and extend the gap.
Oh, I don't know how long it's going to take for us to start catching up the back markers. Well, I'm sure that's going to be enjoyable when we get to it. A little too much throttle there. Now, I did say I was going to try having a bit of fun, so getting the car a little bit sideways is part of that. As long as it doesn't end up with me facing the wrong way.
Yellow flags, repeat, yellow flags. Yellow flags, repeat, yellow flags.
Ooh, nearly ended up in the wall there. Now, some of the incidents that I have with AI cars, and something I was just thinking about, a lot of it could be down to my particular driving style. I mean, I don't know whether you'll notice it much around here, but for example, as I head up...
That's the fastest lap of the race, great lap.
As I head up towards a corner, I get the braking done, the downshift's done, so that by the time I get to the corner, I'm accelerating through it. Whereas I think perhaps what the AI cars are doing is they're still slowing down into the corners and speeding up later than I am. So we've got differences, or speed differences, at different points on the track. Now, I do know that people have been posting a few messages on the chat. I have got my iPad next to me, but while I'm driving around Monaco, it's going to be difficult for me to keep up with the messages. Oh, it's locking up. I'm getting wiggly.
P2 is 7 seconds behind. Great job. Keep pushing.
Not going to make that. Ooh. It's interesting with the swimming pool chicanes there. If I keep it in third gear, the car becomes very unstable. But if I actually go up into fourth gear, it is much more stable heading into the final chicane there. So again, let's have a quick look at the track map, so you can see where the back of the field is. Okay, so we've got one car heading down into the harbour chicane. Doesn't look like there's anybody else. Oh, there is, there's one. Oh, it's too much. It's not easy to do that while looking at the track map. One mistake leading now to another. We're letting second place catch up here. Obviously, driving in the way that I am here, it is basically going to overheat the tyres, overwear the tyres.
Yellow flag. The car stuck in the track. Try not to hit it.
But I don't mind the fact that it may be overheating the tyres or overwearing the tyres, because I'm just here for a bit of fun. I was expecting it to take a bit longer to get up to first place, but with the way about 15 of them just parked up at turn 1, I wasn't going to sit there and wait for them. But I mean, this car is drivable without getting any wheel spin, so we'll try and do a few laps without sort of sliding the car around too much. Because what you can do is if you drive the car in a way that's not going to slide the wheels, it can help bring the temperatures back down.
Flags ahead. Repeat, yellow flags.
Now, if it turns out that I will have to pit 4 tyres and the AI cars won't, that could make the second half of the race quite interesting. Damn it, do not want to go doing that.
10 seconds, that's great. Keep focusing on your lap time.
I mean, I don't know whether the engineer's going to tell me whether other people are pitting or not. We should just have to wait and see. See, short shift there makes this part of the circuit much more stable. Oh, come on. I definitely do prefer the shorter gear ratio, because just like with the short shifting through the swimming pool, the shorter gear ratio and using third everywhere I'm using second here just seems to make the car so much more stable.
That's great pace, love your work.
I think that engineer needs an eye check, because I clumped the wall a couple of times on that lap. Gonna go big here, or unless I can keep it under control, which I've done. Excuse me.
Yellow flag, there's a crash nearby, be careful.
Now, one of the things I would say with this car, I mean, it's not the fastest of cars, it's not the most difficult of cars to drive either, but it is quite an interesting car. So let's say, for example, you've been a pad user all your life and you decide, oh no, I'm going to get myself a wheel. You get yourself a wheel and you go and jump in a Formula A and then wonder why you're crashing and spinning and can't control the car. Don't go jumping in a big fast car straight away. Jump in a car like this, because it's going to give you some idea of what happens with the oversteer, how to control it, how much you may need to steer to control it. You're not going so fast that if you do have a crash, you're going to end up with no bodywork on the car. But it'd be a good base vehicle to get an idea of how to play the game on a wheel.
Nice one, that was the fastest lap of the race.
Oh, too much curb there. Now, if anyone is sending messages asking questions and stuff like that and I'm not answering you, I'm not being rude. I have got my iPad next to me, but while I'm driving I do tend not to look at the messages, because if I do I crash. But also, this is Monaco, so if I have a quick glance, oh, we're going to have a crash bigger than that one. Now, if I do come to the pits, that'll tend to be where I can try and catch up with the messages. But also, you may find that you ask a question, but one of the other viewers may be able to answer on my behalf. Things like if you want to know what wheel I'm using, quite a few of the regular viewers can answer that for you.
Yellow flag. The car stuck in the track. Try not to hit it.
Now, I know on the last patch they got rid of the message where, for example, if I was in a non-fuel usage race here and only had a litre's worth of fuel, apparently they've got rid of the pit message that says you need to pit this lap, you're running out of fuel, which is good. But at the same time, it's keep telling me about that yellow flag there. Well, the cars are down the service road, there's no one in the middle of the road, I don't need telling anymore. Now, one of the reasons that I mentioned that this would be a good sort of practice car if you're like new to a wheel or you've been struggling on the game with a wheel, the reason that this is a good practice car is because it is controllable.
We're building a nice gap to second.
It's pretty good at giving you an idea of what a rear wheel drive car may do at a speed that allows you to, if the car gets sideways, do something about it. And the faster car you go in, the more difficult that will be to do. Okay, he's under a blue flag now, so let's see how much he tries to get in the way.
Okay, you've got some back markers ahead. You're about to lap them. Let's get past quickly.
Okay, we're on lap 14.
Yellow flags. Repeat, yellow flags.
I'm thinking what I may do is... it's locked up under the brakes and bit sideways. One of the things I may do is pit with, well, on the 20th lap, so 50% distance, put some new tyres on whether I need them or not, hopefully won't need to put any fuel in, and then that means that if the AIs don't pit, we shall get a bit more racing in. Okay, you really should be getting out of the way now, young man.
Nice one, that was the fastest lap of the race.
Oh, locked it up, went straight on, and I've stuck him in a wall. Oh dear. Well, that was kind of my fault, but at the end of the day, you should have been getting blue flag to get out of the way. But you'll have seen there that I set him up through one corner to allow me to go for the move through another corner. Had I not had a little lock up, I'd have probably got through it quite cleanly. But when you are overtaking, especially around a track like this where they're going to block you, defend you, even if they're meant to be on a blue flag situation, if you find it difficult to get past, then work on setting them up in a corner. Make them go defensive somewhere so you can overtake on the exit. I mean, ideally, I suppose you could say I should have waited until the straight, gone for it down into the chicane, the harbour chicane, but considering how they've been very aggressive through the harbour chicane, I didn't really want to try that.
You're on another level. Keep building that gap. Keep up the good work.
Okay, I've got a challenge for you viewers, for any of you that wish to attempt it, and that is to work out whether I'm going to need fuel when I pit on lap 20. I started off with 36 litres worth of fuel, so will I need more? I mean, I reckon I know the answer to it. But if one of you's there with a calculator that can work it out for sure, or can work it out in your head, then do it. Okay, he's a blue flag car, so he should now be letting me past and not trying to overtake me into the harbour chicane. He's quite far back, so let's see if he does try and attack. Thankfully, no. Tell you what, getting to that point where it's starting to feel like the tyres are starting to wear up a little bit. But then I think I'm actually on for my fastest lap of the race.
That's the fastest lap of the race, great lap. You're about to pass the back markers. Let's keep it clean, no risk. Yellow flags ahead. Repeat, yellow flags.
Now for any of you that do play Project Cars on the PS4, they have brought an update out for this today. I didn't actually look at what the update was for, because I've been quite busy today. You don't want to break into that corner, fella. I'm going to take advantage of it though. too much sliding. That's what's making me think that the tyre wear's starting to have a little bit more of an effect now.
Strong pace, great job. You're closing on some back markers. We don't need any drama here. Let's keep it focused. Yellow flags, repeat, yellow flags.
Now, depending on how long the pit stop takes, there is half a chance that I may still come out in first place. Go for another fastest.
You're currently setting the fastest lap of the race. Keep it up.
Since we are getting now into that.
I'd steer clear of these two in front. They're about to have an accident.
Are they? Okay. Yeah, we're at that point now where obviously the fuel's dropped down, so the potential for going faster is there, but also the tyre wear will be having effect. Okay, so he reckons these two are going to have an accident. It probably means that I'm going to be right in the middle of it. He's going to chuck it up the inside, you just know he is. There you go.
Yellow flag. The car stuck in the track. Try not to hit it. Steer clear of these two in front. They're waiting to have an accident.
Ooh. Well, the engineer was right on that one. Okay, this is not a good corner to go for an overtake on, but I'm going to squeeze him up to the wall. And he's got no choice but to let me through. Well, I didn't put him in the wall, but I made him choose slow down or crash.
You look strong out there. Stay focused and keep building the lead.
Is he going to hit the wall and bounce across? He is. Oh, managed to avoid him, but remember, was through the corner slow. Okay, so we're going to pit on this lap, and for anyone that said you don't need to fuel, is correct.
Crash nearby, be careful.
We've used what, just over 10 litres for 20 laps, so we are going to end the race with a fair amount of fuel still on board, but I'm not bothered about that. Oh, I slowed down to try and make him think about. He still turned in anyway. There's a car ahead, the white one's going quite slow, which means these are going to go slow, which is send that blue one out wide and him slow there. But now we go for the pits. Okay, edit the current. Ooh. Okay, hopefully that means it ain't going to put any fuel in. Right, okay. Right, I'm going to quickly press pause there because we've done 20 laps. I'll catch up with some of the messages, have myself a smoke break for a couple of minutes, and crack on with the race, because I mean I've seen there have been a lot of messages on here. Bloody hell, there's been loads, hasn't there? Has update 2 been released? Yes. I did it today. Lauren Nico, hello, how are you? Glad to see you. Apologies if you couldn't view the live stream from Friday. The stream was still on, but apparently it wasn't showing up on the PS4 network, which was really on the PS4 app, really annoying. Grable, hello. How are you? He'll be looking forward to the Front Row Racing League starting soon. Saying that, F1 comes out on Friday, which we're looking for. Now, Lauren, you may find not a lot of people do like Nico Rosberg. Personally, I think he's a very good driver. And if Lewis Hamilton wasn't going to win the title, I'd want it to be Rosberg, because he's always been, he's a lot like Hulkenberg. Doesn't matter how good the car is, he gets the most out of it. The only problem is he's now got a teammate called Lewis Hamilton who gets a little bit more out of it. But there we go. Ray, hello, hello. I did say someone had answered questions about things like the wheel. But there we go. Laura Nico say, Dave, like this chat calm? I always tend to chat calm unless I get in a bad mood and start ranting. To be honest, when it comes to cars and stuff like that, I am a bit nerdy. I'm the kind of person that will sit there for days and days playing about with setups. But the thing is, I give information to people on my live streams. I give information out, and people find it quite useful at times. Baz Gas got my back. Rage Carver, hello. You're right there, Lauren. It's getting spicy. I don't really like spicy foods though. DJ Natex, you should be good now. Yeah, it'll be fine. That's where I asked about the fuel. Alright, no arguing, boys. Come on, there's ladies in the room. Matt C, thank you very much. There's more to come. Mr. Glock, nice to see you again, although he's now got off to go and do a race. To be honest, the patch probably wasn't for the AI. I will have a look at some point, probably in between 2 streams that I'm going to do today, to see what they actually have done. Cathalos, thank you very much. Like I say, these cars are fun to drive. Now, Matt, I would do that on here, but I want to avoid going into the XMB. Now, the update, from what I've heard, does take about an hour to do, but I set mine going and went off to do something, so I don't know exactly how long